The dark part of a crescent moon is not Earth's shadow. Half the moon is always in full daylight, and the phase is just the angle you view it from. Look up at tonight's crescent moon. It feels like something took a bite out of it. Most people would say that dark curve is Earth's shadow. It isn't. Right now, one whole half of the moon is in blazing daylight. It always is. The dark part isn't a shadow at all. A phase is not a shadow, it's an angle. Here's a puzzle to carry with you. A full moon can only ever rise at one moment, sunset. Never noon, never midnight. By the end, you'll see why it has no choice. 25 centuries ago, a Greek thinker named Anaxagoras said the moon was just a cold rock. It shines, he realized, only by reflected sunlight. Athens put him on trial for it. A little later, Aristarchus turned the half-moon into a ruler. At half-moon, the sun, moon, and earth make a perfect right-angled triangle. And the sun, he showed, is enormous. Let's build it on a table. A lamp is the sun, a white ball is the moon. You stand in the middle, you're the earth. The lamp lights exactly the half facing it, and that never changes. Now, slowly carry the ball in a circle around yourself, and watch only the lit part. Before you look, when the ball sits between you and the lamp, how much of that lit half can you see? The lit half is now pointing away from you. You see only darkness. That's a new moon, up in the daytime sky, lost in the sun's glare. Nudge the moon along its orbit, and a thin sliver of the lit half peeks around the edge. A crescent, not a bite, just the first slice of daylight turning toward you. A quarter of the way round, you catch the lit half edge on. Exactly half the disk glows. We call it a quarter moon, and the sun-moon-earth angle is a clean right angle. Carry the moon all the way opposite the lamp. Now the entire lit half faces you, a full round moon. Every bit of daylight you could possibly see all at once. So that's the answer. A full moon sits exactly opposite the sun. As the sun sinks in the west, the full moon must be climbing in the east. It has no other choice. The same rule sets every phase's clock. New moon rises at sunrise, the quarter at noon, full moon at sunset, the last quarter at midnight. The angle fixes the hour. But the moon keeps drifting, about 13 degrees further along its orbit each day. So moonrise slips a little later every night. On average, about 50 minutes. One full cycle of phases takes about 29.5 days, but the moon circles Earth in only 27. The extra 2 days, Earth itself has moved along its orbit. And that famous dark side of the moon? It's a myth. The far side gets exactly as much sunlight as ours, it's just permanently turned away from us. So step outside tonight and just read the moon's shape. A fat, waxing gibbous. It grows in the afternoon and will blaze near midnight. You just predicted the sky. Now push the alignment to its exact limit. A new moon lands dead in front of the sun. The disk slides over, and in the afternoon, day turns to night. A total solar eclipse. 3 ideas, and the whole night sky snaps into focus. Half the moon always lit. A phase is only an angle, and the full moon forever tied to sunset. The same quiet geometry that draws tonight's crescent also stages the grandest sight in the sky. So look up. You're not seeing a shadow. You're seeing an angle, turning night after night. Thank you for watching. Our small team works tremendously hard on every one of these animations. Following, subscribing and sharing is what keeps Ortus alive. There is a new video every day. See you tomorrow.